And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who...
Havertz! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And here's Torres, and this is Owen. He's away, chance for a shot! There it is!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Eze. And that's been intercepted. Owen. Palmer.
This is the time you need that pace.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Eze. And it's Fernando Torres.
Arsenal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Oh, really good feet. It's gone out for a throw-in. Vardiol. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he cuts out the supply. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Arsenal have it back and can go again. Haaland. Palmer.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Irwin. Now it's Owen. He's got away. And he was alert to it. Rice. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And he can clear it away. And he's only too happy to take that back. Irwin.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Oh, good read. Now it's Owen. Bruno Guimaraes. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played.
Shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, can he get onto this? Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Back into the middle. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all.
The attendance for this match
That's a throw.
60,179.
And he's had a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Oh, it's come loose. Van Dijk. That is ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
And he's managed to get... Can he finish? Danger averted for now.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that...
And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Pickford claims it safe hands.
Arsenal truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's the shot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that's it. Arsenal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players. Well, here comes a crunch game. So much depends on this. Expectation and nerve. It is indeed a heady mix. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. It's us or them. Always has been, always will be. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Gabriel Jesus. He's always going to be a massive threat, Peter. And that's primarily because his movement off the ball is so effective. Even if he doesn't end up touching the ball, he usually plays a part in his team's attacking plays because he's dragged people out of position. And that can be an obvious help to those around him. He's full of enthusiasm.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Now it's Darwin. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Havertz. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. He is through here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Spread it left. In towards the back stick. Cucurella gets it away. Oh, that is a nice touch. He's picked his way through. Now it's Darwin. Oh, important interception. Quality ball.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Rice. Here's Bruno Guimaraes. Saka. Alexander-Arnold looking for the run. Rice with the clearance. Gabriel Jesus. And it's gone back to the keeper. Cucurella. Foden. And he's there to belt it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Saka. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's clever. No luck with that dink over the top. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Back into the middle. Now it's Darwin. Nunez! Havertz. Rice. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Brilliantly cut out. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. And we are already promptly back underway.
Arsenal really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Rice. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's there to retrieve it.
You can never be short of runners into space.
Up he goes! And he's opted for the long pass. Oh, facing up to his adversary. He's going for goal! Oh, that wasn't far away.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Chance for a shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Bruno Guimaraes! That's a half-decent try. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's having a shot! Yes, it's there! How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
Arsenal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Havertz. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's fabulous. Has crossed into... Gets his head on it! And he hits the net. And there's the goal they've been looking for. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Arsenal have scored 2 quick goals here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Some resolute defending there. Bruno Guimaraes is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And that is a little undercooked. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now, can they get him away? That's the keeper's ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
João Pedro.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Chips it through. Now it's João Pedro. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And yes, it's there! Deep into injury time! Palmer duly reaped his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now?
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And he shoots! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Timber spots it and intercepts. Nicely weighted ball. That is a great pick out. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's tried one! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Rice. Now it's Foden. Well timed, excellent interception. Saka. Now that looks a decent ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Tries to play it through. Foden. Header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Crossed in once more. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! You just know there is no stopping that.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
After 19 minutes is number 13, Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung. Park Ji-sung.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Vardiol. Bruno Guimaraes.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Rodri. Now it's Foden. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Bruno Guimaraes. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. To Havertz. Looking for the run. He's found a way through. Here comes... There's the header! There's a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gabriel Jesus is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with...
Goes for a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Havertz aimed beyond the defence. He's going to be disappointed with Eze! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Havertz. Can he get it through? Now there's a fine ball. Tries a shot! And that is wildly off target. Bruno Guimaraes. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square.
Just a quick request today.
The midway point of the game.
Who wants half-time when you have a contest this good? I can only hope it picks up where it left off.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. The second half then, just getting going. Plays a sharp little ball here. Rice.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Bruno Guimaraes cuts it out. Now, can they get him away? Now that's well seen too. Eze. And here's Foden. Looking for options for movement. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Timber kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bruno Guimaraes. Rice. That's a throw. And here's Bernardo Silva. Good ball. Decent chance! It's bounced back off the post. Almost an hour gone. Foden. Arsenal have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see...
Applies the finish! And again! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he was quick to react. And the pass is intercepted. Rice. Oh, good read. Gabriel Jesus. Flashes it. Gets his head on it! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
Arsenal go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Played into space out wide. Now it's Eze. Rice. Now who's going to be first to this? Havertz. Decent progress down the left. Ball driven towards the far post. Eze! And he's there to belt it away.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And that is as far as it goes. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here.
Okay, I'm probably going to be accused of fullback bias again, Peter, but Giuliano Belletti...
Oh, they could be caught out here. Ricci. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Azar. He's on it. Can he get away? Vitinha. Del Piero. Marmouche. Oh, easy pickings there. Alexander-Arnold. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And here's Azar. And he shoots! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.